Morning, guys. Welcome to Spending Time with Gregory. We're on another episode of Hood Breakfast, and I went to a different spot. Give you some kind of history of the spot I went to. It's in the city of Lauderhill. Well, Lauderhill is synonymous, one of the kind of like worst counties or cities in Broward County for crime. So it's kind of like past few years it's been a worse county for crime. So it's I think it's kind of rough over here. I used to come here when I was working with a friend of mine doing construction work. So I'm basically, here doing my Hood Breakfast episode. What I got for breakfast this morning is, you can see, corned beef hash, eggs, and grits. It's pretty hot, and it looks pretty good. It's pretty crowded in there this morning, guys. And I got a cup of coffee. Now this breakfast looks good, guys. Look, check it out. Corned beef, eggs, grits. It's a lot too, so I don't think I could eat it all, but I want to taste it. It's very hot. You can see the smoke coming from it. It's another Hood Breakfast episode. So, man, this is so good, guys. This is good now. Like I said, it was kind of crowded in there, and I had to wait a while to get to breakfast. But this is a little much for me, but it's cream of the crop, Yeah, but I had a lot I really wanted to talk to you guys about this morning. And it's real cold here in Florida. This morning, I'm looking at my truck now. I'm sitting in my truck, it's about 48 degrees. Cold outside, I got the heat on in the truck. But I'm sure at other places it's like you guys are freezing, so they kind of get it. But, I was thinking about the journey that I've been on and able to, come in. Last night I was doing some studying, and I was studying the DSM-5 TR. Learning about diagnosing different mental disorders, and wow, and I was telling somebody, sometimes I gotta pinch myself, because here I am, studying this type of stuff. Well, I don't want to say this type of stuff, but studying these, psychopathology, and coming from where I came from, I can't believe it myself. And everybody's got their own journey. But I love my population so much that I want them to get it how I got it. But everybody's journey is different. You got your own path. You got to, I was telling somebody this week, if you keep coming back, the miracle's going to happen. It's going to happen. Something's going to click. And that's what happened to me. I kept coming back. I never gave up. I kept going to treatment. I kept, going to, being around people that are, positive. I kept doing this, and it clicked. And here I am, 13 years later, able to sit here and talk to you guys about change, talk to you guys about doing some different things. Now, there was a time where I would walk out the hood store and look for the dope dealer. But I'd walk out the hood store with a bag of potato chips and a 25-cent juice. Wow. You know, I didn't even want a meal because I wanted to hold all my money for drugs. Good cup of coffee, guys. I wanted to save all my money for drugs. I didn't want, you know, I wanted to, you know, use the money that I had for drugs. This corned beef hash, I think, switching gears a little bit, what do you think the qualifications might be for, you know, like cooking inside a hood store? I was thinking about that, along with all the other shit I'd be thinking about, excuse my language, but you got to know how to cook grits. That's like the base. You know, if you don't know how to cook grits, everything else, it doesn't matter. You know, you got to have a good pot of grits on the stove to go along with the corned beef hash, go along with the sausages, the bacon, the smothered pork chops, the, what else is that? They had fish, link sausages, but you got to know how to cook grits. And these are good grits here. I got a cousin in Alabama. She was in town a couple of weeks ago, and we had some fish, and we made sure she made the grits. Now, you know, you walk in the kitchen, you see her making the grits, you're like, damn, you know, how she had the pot of grits inside a pot of boiling water, and it was like, wow, you know, everybody's like, you know, they were like focused on the grits. They weren't worried about the fish coming out of the grease. They were focused on those grits. Which these are good grits here. These are real good grits. You see them, you know, they're nice and hot. So that's another hood store breakfast, guys. Thank you guys for spending time with Gregory. See you guys in my next episode. Love you guys.